God be with you.
Would you...
Certainly.
I'd like...
First, you have to...
Well...
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I'm here about the mine.
Excellent. So what did you find out?
I didn't get round to having a proper look. I came across something more disturbing.
What's that?
Nemoy and his gang were stealing silver there.
The vermin. I thought as much. Did you bring him here?
Well, I tried to, but he was having none of it. He didn't want to burn, so he tried to kill me.
Well, I'm glad he didn't succeed. But now I won't be able to find out anything. Oh, well. Can't be helped, I suppose. Good luck, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want?
I'm interested in your...
And what is...
Get myself fixed up a bit.
That can be arranged?
Fine.
I'm sure. Take care.
Yeah.
How are you?
I've got some goods here whose owners might...
All right. God be with you.
About betting...
I'm glad. Bets off.
Will you teach me how...
Certainly.
I want...
You can't.
Well...
Certainly.
I'd...
First, you have to.
Well...
Good luck then.
Yeah.
God save you.
I've got that ring.
Ha! That'll bring tears of joy to that poor widow. I hope you filled your own pocket while you were at it.
What else have you got for me?
Something really special this time. There's a stuck-up cloth merchant from Ledechko who comes to Ratai from time to time. I'd like to show him what God's punishment looks like. Now, if you were to live...
The mills of God grind slowly but...
And we'll help them along. As a reward...
I'm on it.
God be with you.
yard or from the wood, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We've had it all. Can't have steak.
I hope I can be of some humble...
God be with you.
Yeah.
I hope I can be...
You wouldn't be...
No. Goodbye. I'm honored that you should come to...
You wouldn't...
No. Goodbye.
God be with...
Goodbye. What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
That's right. Let's go.
You know you shouldn't drink so.
I could do with something
Who
to
are you
eat.
to tell me what I should and shouldn't drink? You aren't the one bound for the monastery.
And that's precisely why you shouldn't drink so much. But I suppose they'll teach you temperance and humility.
They'll teach me fuck all. I want to live it up while I still can.
You shouldn't raise your
What?
That's... Cut!
had enough.
You think? Well, watch this. Wench, pour us a pitcher and be quick about it. Keep watching. She'll be here in a moment.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel, so instead I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Let's have a drink.
A man after my own heart. The drink's on me. And will my guardian angel here join us in imbibing? No, he will not. My dear, dear lad, what a cross I have to bear. You know, after the tavern, we should pay a visit to some whores. See you later.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest.
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian.
Indeed I am. Why?
I've been looking for you two for quite some time. I've been sent by the young lord's father with a message intended only for him.
Has my lord changed his mind at the last minute? Who are you? I've never seen you before. You look trustworthy enough. I'll leave you two alone for a little while. Take care. Hey!
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God! He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the lord of your fief.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bukova was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run away?
Here.
Bare arsed.
Enjoy it.
What the hell would I do? I don't know how to
I'll be
work,
right
I
back.
have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the
Certainly.
palm of his
I'll
hand.
fetch it right
But there are
away.
poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever...
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can...
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by.
If I have to choose...
That's all then.
Goodbye.
I'd like to speak to you about something.
What's on your mind?
But he doesn't want to be a monk.
I know. Unfortunately, there's no other way. You see, he gave the Lord of Bukova an unwanted grandchild. He can count himself lucky he wasn't castrated straight away.
But normally you just need to pay some form of compensation for that sort of offence, don't you?
Yes, 1,000 groschen. But a boy would keep chasing after women, and who knows how it would all end. The monastery really is the safest place for him.
I hear you've got a writ signed by the abbot granting entry to the monastery.
Indeed I do. What of it?
I need it.
What good would it do you? You don't want to become a monk instead of him, do you?
Yes, I do actually. But I'll need that writ to do it.
Now that's funny. I've never heard such nonsense in my life. The boy must enter the monastery, and there's no way around it. If you want to become a monk as well, you'll have to earn your own place.
What if I give you a few shiny groschen for that writ?
Could you give me enough to compensate for all those years of pay I'd lose?
What if you let him run away?
The Lord of Bukova would have me whipped.
What if I...
Could you give me enough to compensate for all the...
What if...
Could you...
What if...
Could you give...
What...
Could...
Hand over that writ of acceptance.
Pardon me? I wouldn't give you that. Goodbye.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on...
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old... God be with you.
Yeah. I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks' robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. Take care now.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here?
Being here in the monastery is my dream come true. Being a monk is so...
Well, no one's ever said that before.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I might...
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onward. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation.
These novices.
Centuries
I'd
ago,
pull those
this
idols
monastery
by
was
the
founded
ears.
by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius.
Shirking their
His
responsibility.
earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts,
The swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuit.
the library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others.
Thanks for showing me around.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother. And it's peaceful here.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop. I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to...
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to...
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, nor the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could... No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to...
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty...
Don't fret, my friend.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks.
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you?
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Who would you choose as the new abbot if you could?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better.
Get away from my cabinet. The books stored in there aren't for your eyes to see. What would you like?
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. But I've no time for idle chat. I transcribe books from dawn till dusk. I've been doing it for years, and I'll be doing it till the day I die.
What, you do nothing else?
It is my penance and my blessing. And now, brother, if you don't... Salve Domine.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can
I mean, where you're from, what sort...
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is...
Come on.
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work. What has been isn't important for us. We can't...
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell.
You really don't know anything about anyone?
Don't get upset.
There's something I should tell you.
You're looking for someone?
I am a novice.
Why would you be looking amongst monks?
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery.
I heard something about...
Because you could help me.
That can't be. Have you told the prior?
Talk to him. Then I'll say, do you have any idea...
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told...
You're right. It stunk like a wine barrel in there. And it's not the first time.
It's a mystery, but one that will be solved.
Talk to me, brother.
I'd like to ask you... Who's in charge of things around here?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always travelling, and on top of that he's old and infirm.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates to be the new abbot?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Neverless. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, on one side of brothers he'd like to see John as abbot.
Tell me about John.
John is a Circator, and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crossier from Pete.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith, although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here. Which...
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to... The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right. But we know nothing besides the monastery.
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot. They can already see The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are two candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Neverless. And there's no chance they'll come to an agreement.
Tell me something about life here.
Prayer, work, obedience.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, St. Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world beyond the monastery walls is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue, and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged through the age.
I'm interested in the monastery's history.
It was founded by St. Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time. But then the order was restored and brothers of the true faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals, in a language foreign to God. They were driven away and...
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior, and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who...
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows to become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we...
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors...
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
What kind of question is that? John, of course.
Praise be to Christ.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers. And
Is there anything I can do to help here?
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing. A silly thing, really. I haven't thought to mention it to anyone before. But not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found it rolled up in a hole in the wall. The thing is, it was a page from Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who. Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, if he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place.
Good.
Thank you, brother.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm a Sekiro.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything is the way it should be.
And when it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping around in the corridor.
About you in the election. Will you tell me more about it?
Ask me anything you want.
That must have been Brother Sekiro. He can't
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is beyond me. Enough. I don't even want to hear his name again.
I'd like to know what's going on here.
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we, who have spent much of our lives here. And what of it? Privilege needs to be earned. Neverlas is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are benefits for himself and his cronies.
I'd like to help you if I can.
There is something you could do. I am convinced Neverlas must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out. If he was preaching water and drinking wine, for example.
So I should dig something up on him and tell you about it?
Exactly. But I doubt you'll have any luck. Neverlas is too cunning and careful to give anything away.
Once I find something out, I'll tell you. I'd like to help you if I can.
There is something you could do. I am convinced Neverlas must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out. If he was preaching water and drinking wine, for example.
So I should dig something up on him and tell you about it?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't seem right.
He who aids a sinner sins himself.
Thank you for answering.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
This looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a...
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer...
Are you hiding something?
What? I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice. the monastery, or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself.
I've got an itchy feeling on the back of my neck. I think someone's...
I'm still curious about this treasure trove of yours.
It's no big, terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times, I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone. What is that? And where did you get it? Ah!
Ah!
Can't you see we're at Mass?
Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
I'm interested in the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circators who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
Listen.
Ha! I knew it! He's a villain. It's better not to ask.
Never mind that.
That's Siskin. I always thought he was an odd one, the way he carries on. But now it makes...
You mean his not going to morning prayers?
So you noticed that too?
Actually, you could be right.
I think when you take a close...
Actually...
I think... You think so?
That's what I'm trying to...
What are you going to do?
I don't know yet.
You should talk to the circators, or the...
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Who would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we shouldn't get mixed up in it.
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed up in it. Don't you start too.
What do you desire?
I'd like to ask you...
Times for each may be prescribed as follows. From Easter until the calends of October. When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary.
Praised be to our Lord
Gregor.
Jesus.
And from the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply them.
I'm looking for some...
And what would...
After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds.
I'm looking for
lock picks.
Or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as...
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat.
tongue, I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humbled and kept silence even from good. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely
What do you
be granted even to perfect
Will you tell me something about you?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer...
For it is written,
Very well.
Thank you.
much speaking you will not escape sin. And in another place, death and life are in the power...
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing more?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't know.
For that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior...
I'd be interested to hear what you... Tell me about...
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius.
I'm interested in Yodok.
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip.
That doesn't sound too flattering.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you...
What can you tell me about Lucas?
It's a tricky situation with Lucas.
That's all. Who...
Most likely, the monastery will still be a monastery, no matter...
I'd like to...
Here the prophet shows that
Who's in...
Truthfully?
Are there all...
to refrain even from good speech. So much the more
This-
the punishment for sin
Tell me-
make us avoid evil words.
What?
Therefore,
What?
since the spirit of silence is so important,
Well, that's all.
to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good, holy, edifying, satiation. For it is... And in another place, death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciples' part is to be silent and to listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked...
What troubles you?
It should be asked with all the humility and submission.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
But as for coarse jests,
What can you tell me about Siskin?
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fighting, drinking, fornicating. But then he ended up in here.
let us do what the prophet says.
Why is he in the monastery?
No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished.
Do you think he has a secret?
Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery.
That's all I wanted to know about him. What about Yodok?
Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least Circator. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around.
I'm interested in Lucas.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
That's all. Thanks.
Idle words or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation, do not permit a disciple to open its mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on daily manual, idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end, we think that the times for each may be prescribed as...
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nevlis, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble life and that any surpluses go to the poor. But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the few resources we have left.
I'm interested in the election of the new abbot.
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked up about that they spent no time considering how they could make the monastery a better place now.
Why? What's wrong with it now?
Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order to make them fit their interests. So, to balance the scales, they want the novices to lead exemplary lives. Sin abounds here, just as in the outside world.
What sins are you talking about?
The scripture says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." I'm sorry, Gregor, it's not my place to speak about the sins of others.
Tell me something about how the new abbot will be elected.
A new abbot has to be elected once the old one dies. All the brethren can vote, with the exception of novices. The abbot's crozier will be conferred on whoever is chosen, and he'll take the vow. When he becomes abbot, a monk spends most of his time dealing with politics outside the monastery, instead of actually leading the monastery. But he still maintains a fundamental influence on life here.
Can you tell me about Abbot Peter?
Peter's wise in the ways of politics and a good shepherd, but as you've already heard, he's old and infirm. The other brothers see him with one foot in the grave, but I still have hope for him. But you, brother, don't let yourself get involved in the games of your superiors. Could you help me with something?
With what?
I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the libri prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book was the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celerius could help.
Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot,
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Celerius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, we'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done.
always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is...
Is there any way I could help you get elected?
What would you like to do? Climb up the
Not exactly. You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother, just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery. I'd be interested to hear of anything I don't know about.
Remembering the fate of Heli, the
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then. I'll find out.
Thank you, brother.
What do you want?
I'd be interested to hear about any...
Beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death. It's the rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do.
It was you that poisoned me.
Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require any killing. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
I don't agree. You need to die.
I'm sorry to hear that. I thought we could come to an agreement that left both of us alive.
Fuck it!
I'm a new brother, a novice, Gregor. I don't know my way around here yet.
Welcome amongst us. Yes, yes. The Lord wanted me to take over the abbot's duties in his absence, but mainly I'm a servant of God, just like you and all the other. How do you like it here?
I don't know yet. Haven't been here long.
Well, you're too humble. I'm sure you...
I'd like to... Who's in...
Abbot Peter is...
And what happens when...
Then we elect...
Will you...
Of course.
Anyone can be...
Precisely. I know...
I'd like...
For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs,
Talk to
not
me.
necessarily with his lips but simply in his heart, then
And
even
what-
though he fulfills the command, yet his work will not be acceptable to
I'm
God,
Luck.
who sees that his heart is
Well,
firm.
why not? So you heard. I'll trade.
Who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because of the holy service they have professed, and
I'm Gregor.
I know.
That means you get to...
No.
Tell... I'm in... What? What's... Tell... Can you tell me... With...
I'm interested.
You can...
In order to...
Why? Where can...
No.
Is there any...
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one. Or you can...
I'm ready.
One more important thing. They say Brother Sir will soon have...
Is there...
What would you...
Should I find out for you what's going... What...
command and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness, grumbling, or objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet his word will not be.
You've got a strong...
What? I think I understand you.
You know, we're both pawns in...
So You're right. But the people who sent me will find out if I don't kill you.
They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I...
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out?
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Solarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. Or there's the hard way.
They both sound hard to me. And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list.
All right.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have... And Gregor...
In much speaking, you will not escape sin. And in another...
Servus.
What is it, brother?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. I want you to prepare 2 marigold decoctions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're...
As long as Sigismund goes on ransacking Bohemia, sure as the sun circles the earth.
You know how to lift the fellow spirits.
Praise be to Christ.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
What troubles you?
I'd like to... Are there ever...
Unfortunately, yes.
I understand. Who would you like to...
John, definitely. Compared to him, Neblas is young and inexperienced. John has the wisdom of age, and he already has the respect that Neblas will have to earn.
I'd like to... Who would you like to...
Well, the old abbot isn't dead yet. It's too early to talk about elections. But if I had to choose between the two who are already putting themselves forward, John would be my choice.
Talk to me,
Who would...
I've thought long and hard about it, and I...
Oh,
I'd like to ask... Who would...
The old abbot isn't dead yet.
Gregor.
I'd like... Who would...
John, there's no...
Talk to me, brother.
I've heard there are some forbidden books.
That's correct. They're here, safely hidden away from anyone who might be tempted to read them.
I don't need to hear anything else.
That...
What if I just wanted to take a peek? Could I?
You could not. They are libri prohibiti, and the only people permitted access to them are the abbot and I. Although I see no reason why he or I would ever want to read them.
Not even if I were to beg or promise a favor in return?
If you could prove to me that you truly like books, then maybe.
Could a book be prohibited by mistake? Maybe a good book or a useful one?
No errors are made. Every book on the prohibited list is there for a reason. Who am I to doubt the wisdom of Mother Church?
How does a book get on the forbidden list?
Forbidden works are full of heresy and blasphemy and witchcraft. If you ask me, we should burn them immediately, not archive them.
I don't need to hear anything else. I've heard about Avicenna's Book of Medicine. Could I see it?
Who told you about that? Of course you can't.
I found a few pages of the torn-up book, but I still don't have them all.
Wonderful. Keep looking then. I'm sure you can find the rest.
Talk to me, brother.
Who would...
What kind of question? What would you like? Can't you see I'm working?
The books stored there aren't for your eyes to see. What do you...
Who would...
I've thought long and hard. Don't even look at it. It contains forbidden books. Are you interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them.
God be with you.
What do we have here? A nice sharp dagger. Now what would a monk need that for?
What troubles you? What is it, brother?
Who would...
Brother Nevlas.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Definitely Nevlas. Although he's young and less experienced, his heart and intentions are pure.
I don't...
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all. Except that he's not a stickler for rules. You don't get...
Greetings.
Greetings,
Trouble?
You're young, but...
I'm in... What? What? Listen,
Ha! Oh,
never mind.
That's...
You mean he's not...
So you know... You think...
That's what I'm trying...
What are you going...
I don't know yet.
You should talk to the circuit.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Who would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we shouldn't get mixed up in it.
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed up in it. Don't you start too.
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially Abbot Peter, and soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
Are there already candidates to be the new abbot?
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dogs because of them. We don't have to fight about anything, though.
Why can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything. Don't worry. We'll get our chance.
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives. Didn't it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
Well, that's all.
What is it?
Who would you...
John, there's no other...
Who would you...
Brother...
Who would you...
I've thought long and hard about it, and...
Aha, great. What would you...
I'm looking for some...
And...
Oh, no. Brother, I've a favour to ask, and I think you're the man to help me with it. Or you used to be, before you came here.
I see, so it's the dodgy sort of favour, is it?
Well, yes. I need to get hold of the keys to the monastery.
That won't be easy, I can tell you that straight off. The prior always keeps the keys close by him. So how exactly do you imagine I could help?
Is there any other way to get out of here?
The door out of the monastery is like any other. Only the lock's more complicated than most. But I can sell you some lockpicks. And with a little training, you'll make short work of it.
Could you take the keys off him?
Rob the prior? You've got to be joking.
You wouldn't be doing it for free?
Then what could you possibly pay me? I'm done with my thieving, and you'd have to offer me a whole lot of groschen to change my mind.
How much would you want?
A princely sum, brother. This is no trifling matter.
That much? Where am I supposed to find that much coin? No one here has any money.
Precisely. But no groschen, no theft. And think twice before you ask me that kind of favor again. I see.
Well, how could I get hold of them?
With great difficulty. Unless you want to rob the prior. Brother, remember the vows you made. We're forbidden to leave the monastery. It's not for me to sit in judgment, but think hard about what you're doing.
You have some interesting skills for a monk. Don't suppose you want to tell me how you picked them up?
What's there to tell? We were all young and foolish once. I was a student in Prague, completely broke, living from hand to mouth and studying all day. It wasn't an easy life.
So you turned to stealing?
I set about securing a livelihood as best I could. A goose, some new shoes, a bit of coin to spend with my friends. Without that little bit extra, I'd never have completed my studies. I would have turned into a beggar. And who else do you know that can say he's serving God thanks to having been a thief?
No one, brother. Thank you for telling me your story.
What do you desire?
What was I supposed to get again?
Christ almighty! How many holes do you have in that head of yours?
What can you tell me about Siskin?
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fighting, drinking, fornicating. But then he ended up in here.
Why is he in the monastery?
No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished.
Do you think he has a secret?
Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery.
That's all I want. What about Yodok?
Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least Sir Cater. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around.
I'm interested in Lucas.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
That's all, thanks. I'd like... Who?
Truthfully,
Are there... This...
a circator, and really just an unpleasant old man.
Tell me... I found a dagger in your stash.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all.
Only when necessary.
And was it necessary? Are you looking... That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old shop, under the counter. When I was little, I admired that dagger so much.
Oh, that's enough. You don't need to say any more if you don't want to.
Thank you, brother. Now you can give it back to me.
Here it is.
Thank you.
Here's your dagger.
Thank you, brother. You don't...
Talk to me.
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working?
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed me.
Really? This time I'll look the other way, but next...
Creeping around in a corridor at night. What am I saying? He was stomping about like a bear.
Brother, what are you doing here?
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? I'll pretend nothing happened.
About you in the election, will you tell me more about it?
Ask me anything you want.
Thank you for answering. Nevlis wanted me to steal a forbidden book from the library.
Really? Oh, this must be a dream. Actually, this would never have occurred to me, even in my wildest dreams. Which book? What did he want it for?
What was that writer called? Avicenna, a pagan and a Mohammedan. He wanted to use it to help heal Abbot Peter.
What? That dirty louse thinks he can steal magic books and use them to curse good Christians? Well, he shan't, as long as my name's John.
I don't think it's really like that. It was a medicinal book, and Nevlis had good intentions.
Brother, if the book is forbidden, there is a good reason for it. Forbidden books are full of magic, blasphemy, and witchcraft. There's no excuse for reading them, let alone stealing them from where they've been safely hidden away. Nevlis has committed a grave offence, and he'll pay for it. But listen, brother, for the time being, keep it to yourself. Now, you've helped me greatly, but I'll save it for when Nevlis begins elbowing. The power of truth is greatest when its timing is right.
As you wish. I'm glad I could help.
I won't forget it.
I need to tell you about Brother Nevlis's...
Well.
He wanted me to steal a forbidden...
Ha! I knew it.
He said he wanted to find a cure for the abbot in it.
Just keep that to yourself. Thank you.
Don't move a muscle.
Brother, what are you doing here?
I had a...
Really? This...
About you...
Ask me anything.
Thank you. I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Brother? What are you doing here?
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning.
I can hardly believe it. Good gracious, so many mistakes.
Salve. Be well.
Are you interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil.
And holy, by his deeds even more than harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works. But bold, hard, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver us.
Greg.
What trouble?
Ah.
What do you desire?
Salve Domini.
Ah.
Ah, Gregor.
you sleeping?
Next time you better get croppers.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You wouldn't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad.
What have we here? It looks like a book with the names of all the novices. Interesting. But I still don't know which one of them is pious.
So, brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you know where you're permitted to enter and where your presence is forbidden?
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you.
God be with you.
Ah, Gregor. I have all the pages of the torn-up book. The Art of Love can go back to the library.
Oh, brother, you can't even imagine how happy you've made me. I'll lend you the key to the cabinet containing forbidden. That cabinet's strictly off limits to novices, but...
Thank you, brother.
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings of the abbot. Therefore, when
What do you desire?
the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples.
I came across the brother cicadas in the cellars. They drank wine and played dice.
I know.
Does that really seem right to you?
Yes and no. They're the elder brothers, so they're allowed much of what we aren't. And we'll be in their position ourselves soon. You just have to promise not to tell them.
For those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is.
As you wish.
What he is
Don't tell me anything.
No. Just imagine you're a fresh novice, and some elder brother offers you friendship and asks you to do him a service. Nothing too big. Just a cask of wine for them.
A monk who steals wine so other monks can get drunk?
The Circator brothers are exemplary monks. A little... Just tell me, how would you have acted?
They can be my enemies if they have to be.
Think about it carefully, Gregor. You still have a chance.
All right.
Good. But the Circators need another cask.
I'm sorry.
I thought you...
I can't...
You'll change your tune one...
Knowing that it is written, the fool is not correct. And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. By his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make it. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better
What do you
in
desire?
works or in obedience.
About...
And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders.
Thank you for answering.
Since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin.
You wretched boy. What have you... Get out of my...
The fate of Heli, the priest of silence.
Talk to me, bro.
Well-disposed in those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time.
I've discovered something about the wrongs being committed here.
Proud,
see?
disobedient characters. He should curb at the very beginning of their
Brother
illegal
Yodok has been
strikes
stealing
and
wine for
other
the cicatas so they can drink.
Knowing
Yodok?
that it is written,
Well,
fool is not
that little
corrected
rat's
with
shown
words.
his true colours.
And again,
Do you know where he's
beat
stealing
your
it from?
son with the
I don't
rod,
know,
and
unfortunately.
you will deliver his soul from
No
death.
matter, you've brought...
The Circatas go into the cellar at night to drink wine.
I thought so. John always reeks of it. And he wants to be abbot.
That's all I know.
If you find out anything else, come...
I'm in...
You're not allowed...
Why, what's wrong?
Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order to make them fit their interests. So, to balance the scales, they want the novices to lead exemplary lives.
I'd be interested to know more...
I don't like to speak ill of people, but Circuitor John is the worst person the monks could pick to. He's won the older brethren over because they know he won't call an...
Why do you want to become...
Because when I see the way things are headed around here, I have no... I'd like to change things and bring...
That's all.
Peace be with you.
Let none ere be said rather early at the middle of the 8th hour. Let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned.
Ah.
You meant...
So you've changed your mind. I need to find a cure for Abbot Pete.
You can count...
What is it, brother?
I'm here to...
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. Concoct 2 buck's blood potions. Once you finish them... Praise be to our Lord Jesus. Talk to me, brother.
I finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. What would you like?
I mean, why? That...
Peace be with you. Talk to me, brother.
Is that...
Stop, Gregor.
Brother, stealing is a sin. You should know that as a Christian, and certainly as a monk.
Very
Brother?
For each may be prescribed.
What are you doing here?
From Easter until the calendar.
I was feeling a bit...
Really?
Come out
I'll
from
pretend...
In the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about the 4th.
Thank you.
And from the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply
Talk to me, brother.
I'm here.
Excellent. I've been with concoct two. Once you finish the
Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot.
Praise. God be with you. Praise be to Christ.
Talk to me.
I'm here.
Excellent.
Oh, you're interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them.
What troubles? What do you...
What do you need?
Talk to me, bro.
You mentioned you can count.
Brother, what are you doing here?
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax hominibus bonet voluntatis.
Therefore, since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect silence. Speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciple's part is to be silent and to listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired. prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good, holy, edifying conversation. For it is written, in much speaking you will not escape sin. And in another place, death and life are in the power of...
God be with you.
What troubles you?
I'm here.
I want you to prepare two. Once you finish them, you'll. Praise be.
I finished.
Show me what you've. What would you like? So you've changed your mind?
You can count on my help.
Peace be with you.
What is it?
I'm here.
Excellent.
My boy, my...
This is not a good...
required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. As they begin to appear.
Peace be with you, brother.
Remembering the fate of Heli,
What is it, brother?
priest of Sila, the well-disposed.
I have everything we need for the escape.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner. What? We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Do you follow? Take everything with you and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass ends, I'll be in the dormitory.
In the night, I saw the brother cicadas drinking and playing dice.
And why aren't you spending your nights sleeping instead of creeping around spying on your brothers?
I only wanted to...
I know, brother, I know.
You're right.
A wise decision. Life in a monastery is much like life out...
Really? I thought monks were
They became monks, Gregor, but that didn't stop them being men. Lies, jealousy, vengeance.
Thanks for the advice.
That's up to you, brother.
Did you know Nevas is cooking the books? The why? Apparently what he writes in his legend, what ends up in the...
Stop, Gregor!
Get better with the new abbot. You can only
Brother, what are you doing here?
Come now, brother. Aren't we friends? Would you really punish a friend for one rash?
Fine then. This time I will.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus. What is it?
Or maybe...
Me? A criminal?
You're most likely...
good speech.
So much the more of the punishments. Death and life are in the power of
Jesus. What trouble?
I'm here.
Excellent. Today's task, once you finish...
But as for coarse jests and idle words or words that move to laugh, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. For such conversation will not permit a disciple to open his mouth.
Peace be with you, brother. Ah.
I've...
Show...
What troubles you?
I'm here.
Excellent.
No.
Salve Domine.
What is it, brother?
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery. Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a criminal.
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to betray me?
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhoff massacre, and you're a valuable witness. I'm taking you to the bailiff.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom.
This is one of the men who raised Neuhoff. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favour. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work. And I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
What the?
What are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery. A monk's got no business out here. Good day, Henry. I'm honored that a knight such as you take...
Master Bailiff?
Nothing of interest. God be with you.